The Tournament of Power will have a battle royale as 80 warriors from 8 different universes fights for survival. Each universe will have 10 fighters competing as a team to last to the end of the battle. That will span for 48 minutes. The only way to eliminate your opponent is to throw them out of the arena. The universe with most remaining members at the end of the time limit will win. However, there might be some complex ending, like multiple universes might have the same number of survivors. In that case, they might extend the time limit till there's a clear winner or finish the game or traditional one-on-one method or knockout team battles. In this battle, tactics, fighting techniques, and most importantly, teamwork will be more important than just sheer strength or power. That is why Universe 70 makes so much sense. That probably explains why Goten and Trunks are not in the team. This is entirely a team game. You must be able to receive help and protect your member from getting eliminated. And I highly doubt any other universe would have a better understanding among the team members other than Universe 7. Since we will have all our fighters at this stage, it's very likely that we will see combination attack, like for example, Krillin uses solar flare to distract opponent, giving Master Roshi a chance to attack the target with a full powered Kamehameha. So now, we think fusion might really happen in this tournament, and just like the fans are expecting, it might be between Goku and Vegeta. We will talk more about fusion after going through the rules. The rules are quite interesting too. Killing is not allowed as that would disrupt the battle royale vibe. Flying is also nullified in the world of the void, and unlike the exhibition match we just had, you can't cheat as usage of any external weapon is not allowed. All attacks or technique must be a natural ability of a fighter. Now, coming back to the topic of fusion, many fans have been asking, hey fan guy, will Goku and Vegeta fuse? Will we get Vegito in the Tournament of Power? Well, I think there's a high possibility that we will in fact get fusion. If the tournament had the singles match, the fusion would not be allowed, because that would be 2 versus 1. But now, since we have the entire team at the same time, there's no problem if 2 fighters of the same team unite their power. None of the tournament rules is against fusion either. However, there's one rule that might be a bit problematic. That is, you can't use external weapons or anything other than your natural ability. So going by that, Potara earrings might lead to disqualification if used, because that's something external and can be even considered in the same line of weapon. So this brings us to Gogeta. Sure, you can argue that Vegeta probably doesn't even know or won't do the fusion dance. Look, I'm not saying fusion is going to happen for sure or that Gogeta is confirmed, but logically thinking it should happen. They should learn the fusion dance if Potara isn't allowed, and they should fuse in the tournament. Why would they need to fuse in the first place, you ask? Maybe it's because their entirety of existence is at risk, and maybe because they should use all the best tricks they have. Or maybe it would not be totally stupid to seek fusion in the clan, because there might be fighters from 7 other universes who can also fuse, perhaps through a technique that we haven't seen yet. Or maybe there will indeed be someone stronger than Goku and Vegeta individually, and to overpower him they have to fuse. If they fuse, would it affect the survival count? They'll still get counted as 2 survivors. Besides, it's not permanent. They can unfuse before the end of the time limit. Another concern is, in an arena filled with 80 fighters, will they get the time to perform a fusion dance? Well, they can do it later, maybe when there are 40 fighters left and someone else from U7, let's for example say Tien, can buy them some time by using solar flare or something like that. One legit argument is, would you rather not have Goku and Vegeta separately helping the entire team out? Well, that's the single most valid point against fusion. If they end the battle without ever fusing, I will use this as logic as to why they didn't. However, desperate situations require desperate measures. Hypothetically, let's say, last 10 minutes, it's down to universe 6, 7 and 11. While 6 and 7 have 2 fighters each, 7 has 3 fighters. At a situation like that, Goku and Vegeta would rather fuse because fusion multiplies their power by many folds. A huge difference maker. Everything on the line. I just don't see why you would think the battle isn't serious enough for fusion. Anyways, the video probably titled Gogeta and Fusions. That's because we will talk more about fusion related stuff other than Vegito or Gogeta. And let our imaginations run wild. This arc is really trying to do things that we haven't seen before, like the battle is an entirely unique concept in the DBU. So, if you want to apply that to the fusion scenario, they could plan on giving us something different. Like what if they make a father-son fusion instead? Like Goku and Gohan. I'm pretty certain that it would draw a lot of fan attention. Also, if they want to be really creative and even more unique, they might use the concept we saw in that Dragon Ball Fusions game. There, you can fuse with more than just 2 fighters. You can go 3 or 5, and you can actually create different combinations using all the characters. What if they do a 3-man fusion maybe? All 3 of the Saiyans or the humans can fuse, they could even take it to 5. This is just a fusion idea I'm suggesting based on the materials available on hand. Like we have fucking 10 fighters in the stage, and the writers should try to make the best out of them. If you think from a marketing perspective, the idea of Gogeta or any other fusion will allow them to generate a lot of revenue from action figure sales, so the plot certainly is allowing it. It also looks profitable, so why the hell not? Another thing that I want to remind you all is that all this is just a fun theory or just an attempt to predict what's going to happen next, and when I do that, I talk about all possible outcomes. The likely ones, the unlikely ones, just all that sounds interesting. And I think most of you guys will enjoy. I don't have a very restrictive principle when it comes to prediction. I'm more like, let's talk about things that won't happen first. Let our imaginations run wild. Because back in the days, I used to watch one episode and think about what's gonna happen next. We would then discuss about like hundreds of possible outcomes in the school. I really loved that. I am not any authority figure in the Dragon Ball world, not a community leader or something like that. I am just a normal fan, who is most likely as knowledgeable as you are. The name of my fucking channel is The Fan Guy, if that tells you something. I'm just a fan, don't expect me to be very responsible. I hope you guys love the way of going about things I assume has as much value as things you say. I'm just a normal fan with a YouTube channel, and I love to talk with you guys on almost a daily basis. The favorite part of my day is reading your comments after uploading the video. Seriously. It's not like I'm very bad at predicting either. I did call the return of Future Trunks purely based on this type of predictions, without any clue given. I even called the female Broly, not the gender thing, but that there might be a new legendary Super Saiyan with a different story in DBS. I even specifically said that he could be from a different universe. Okay, I am ending by attaching this clip from that video which was uploaded back on December 4th, 2016. Or they can do a different universe version of him. DB might consider changing path and introduce a new legendary Super Saiyan who is also monstrous and buffed up like Broly. A character that will resemble Broly and materials that the fans love about Broly, but will have a different story or motives. That could really work too. Oh, and don't forget to comment your thoughts, theories, and crazy predictions down below. See you in the next Dragon Ball Super video.